Hello everybody and welcome back to Dangerously. And yes, you read that right. Hideo Kojima has made me buy an Xbox Series X. And no, he didn't actually come over to my house and hold me down and make me buy this Xbox Series X. But he did announce that he is working on an exclusive game for Microsoft and Xbox Studios. And basically, I just decided I need to add to my collection and get the other big console that has come out this generation, which is, of course, the Xbox Series X. Because I love Hideo Kojima games and I want to be prepared and ready to be able to play it when it launches. Now, I might be probably waiting a couple of years for it, but the second reason that I got this Xbox is because I was able to get it so cheap. I basically paid 110 or 115 euro or thereabouts for the Xbox Series X, and you're probably wondering how in God's name was I able to get it so cheap? Well, first and foremost, it's second-hand. I got it from a shop which sells second-hand electronics and gaming goods called CEX, which is over here, and it's in many countries in Europe as well. So I decided that I found one for about 450 or 470 euro, I think, or thereabouts. And these newer gen consoles play all of the games that are on the previous gen. So I decided, well, I have a PS4 Pro and I have an Xbox One S. Why not sell both of them and put whatever money I get in store credit against this console? And that's how I got it for basically about 115 euro. So if you have some last gen consoles and are looking for a new gen console, I suggest maybe putting the money that you get out of selling those against a new console. So Hideo Kojima has made me buy this. I can't wait for games like Fable because I love that series. I can't wait to hear more about their announcement. It'll be really cool to play the new Halo game as well. And of course, Bethesda has been bought by Microsoft. So games like Starfield, if there's any more Elder Scroll games, if there's any more Fallout games, the next Doom by id Software, if they do make another Doom, will probably be on this console. Like, I'm a massive fan of gaming. So I also want to be able to get all of the consoles in a generation. And it was between the Nintendo Switch or this, and I decided, with Hideo Kojima saying that he's going to make a game for the Xbox, I had to get the Xbox. I do love some Nintendo games as well, and one of my favorite consoles is the N64, but I decided this time around I'll go for the PS5 and Xbox Series X first. So if you want to check out my unboxing of my new PS5, which I only got a few weeks ago as well, that's on the channel, so check that out. And I'm going to do a little bit of an unboxing here and see what came in this second hand, even though it's fully boxed and probably nearly brand new and barely played. There is the console. It's just literally a black obelisk. It's like the black obelisk in 2001: A Space Odyssey. I think the new controller looks quite similar to the old one, but it'll be cool to see that as well. And of course, Forza Horizon 5 I'll be able to play on this system, so that'll be cool. I need to get my hands on that game. And what do we have here? We have some 4K gaming at 120 frames per second. We've got a 1 terabyte SSD solid state drive. It's actually a bigger drive than the drive that came in the PlayStation 5. We've got 8K up to 8K HDR. 4K Blu-rays can be played on it as well, which is great. VRR, which is a variable refresh rate, which is awesome. So let's have a look there at the bottom. Nothing there, and I suppose I can get it open. Oh wow, that is certainly one way to present a console. Like, wow, that's pretty cool, right? They really went all out to make it look class and like really modern and like a special thing to open. I can't wait to get it open. Let's go. Right, okay, power your dreams, it says here on the top. So let's pop that out. And obviously, if you're one of those people that hates, what's that phobia called about small little holes close together, I really apologize for that. Right, let's get this console out. It's a heavy beast of a thing. It's well packaged in there though. Right, before we get this fine specimen out of its plastic covering, we've got a power cable, of course, to run the Xbox. We've got a high-speed HDMI cable, ultra high speed it says on it actually. And unfortunately, it's not Xbox branded. My actual Xbox One S had a branded Xbox cable, and unfortunately this one isn't branded. Comes with your usual product warranty guide, so that's just usual business, usual affair. Comes with some kind of setup guide, getting started. It looks kind of interesting. I think there's some app on your phone that can help out. And of course it comes with the famous and much loved Xbox controllers. And this one feels quite cool. There's kind of a grippy kind of feel here on the back when you put it into your hands. And the D-pad is slightly different. I think it might be a little better even than the last controller. The shoulder buttons feel great and the triggers feel great as well. And of course, it's battery powered, which I think is definitely the smarter option of the two controllers, because that means that you can change the batteries and thus your batteries will never get old or worn out because you can constantly change them. And that's the unfortunate thing about the PlayStation controller, is that as they get older they can wear down the batteries, and you have to actually take apart the controller to replace them if there even is replacements available. But yeah, I think that's cool. Obviously it's just a standard controller with rumble. There is no kind of haptic feedback like the PlayStation 5, but it'll be very interesting playing some games with this fine controller. There we are again. There are those really scary holes, but we'll get this out of this packaging. Try not to ruin the packaging in case I ever want to sell it on. I can keep a hold of everything. There it is. Look at this beast of a console. It's massive. And you know, they released a fridge kind of like version of this particular Xbox in the same shape with a door that like comes open this way. This is crazy having this sit in front of me. It's completely different design language, of course, to the PlayStation 5. But I think I equally like this. This kind of, it nearly reminds me of the Apple trash can Mac Pro. Like, it's very similar kind of design language, but obviously more square. There's our power button. There's our disc eject button. Obviously a controller connect button and a USB at the front. And then it's just pretty much completely square the whole way around. It's got some rubber legs on this side for if you want to put it into your entertainment center like that. I actually don't even know will it fit into my entertainment system because it's quite chunky up this direction. We've got this kind of cool design language here. I believe that there's a big massive fan behind that and all the air exhausts that direction. And up the back here. Right, and here at the back we have, of course, a nice sticker that has some information on it and a barcode. And of course we've got 2 USB. I presume they're 3.0. It says SS USB on it, so I'm not a super speed USB maybe. Is that what that stands for? We've got storage expansion, and I believe some kind of NVMe expansion device can go in there. It's kind of like a card, and of course that will expand the storage capabilities of the console. So that's quite cool. We've got, of course, HDMI out, power in, and we've got Ethernet cable in as well. Unfortunately, again, both consoles have opted to get rid of the optical solution for sound, which for me is really annoying because my AV receiver is just too old that it won't support the full bandwidth of the newer HDMI standard. So I basically won't be able to play games with DTS sound, which is my favorite type of sound profile. I prefer it over any Dolby. But of course I can get HDMI out sound directly through the TV and have it pass through to my system because my TV does have an optical out. But unfortunately my TV doesn't support DTS either, so I would prefer to be able to run sound directly to the AV receiver, but I suppose it's getting quite long in the tooth in terms of its technology. But anyway, there's really not much more to say about the console. It is what it is. It's new, it looks sleek. I can't wait to add it to my gaming center. And I can thank Hideo Kojima for making me buy one of these. And of course, hopefully the games are going to be a lot of fun. And if you have an Xbox Series X, let me know. Or if you prefer PlayStation, do you have a PlayStation? Or even do you prefer Nintendo as well? I'm just into so much games. I'm into all types, all genres, all eras really, that I like having all of them in my collection. But I just got lucky really being able to get this at such a good price this time around. Let me know if you enjoyed the video, and please check out some of my other videos on the channel. Hopefully I'll be playing some Xbox Series X games soon. And that's really it. Goodbye.